We had a little hill at the top of our road, and we used to come out of the garage. I'd get all the bikes out, like shut the garage, and I'd turn around and you'd be sprinting up the hill already before I even got on my bike. It's absolutely ridiculous. It used to go so fast.
Then I'd creep on the way home because I was knackered.
Yeah, you were really good for like an hour, and then not so good after that.
I think my parents are still a bit sort of confused how this happened. When we were younger, I was always very academic, and I think they thought I'd go to university. I don't think they ever thought they'd have particularly sporty kids. And I think at the start, they didn't really appreciate how far we'd be able to go. And it was always at the time, I guess, it was our hobby. And I guess they just sort of supported that because you do really as a parent.
Well, we both cycled from really young age, but Joanna started racing competitively before me, probably about 6 months before I did. She took it up just by back in the talent team days where they went to your school and done testing on the field and stuff. So from a young age, I think when I won the junior national road race, I mean, it seems like a lifetime ago now, and it's pretty insignificant compared to what you're doing nowadays. But at the time, that was a huge result for me. It was the first national title I ever won. Nottingham, 2008. That was a big result, and obviously then you keep the jersey forever, don't you? So that's still upstairs somewhere, buried away at the bottom.
Very nice.
What year was it that I won that? Yeah, because it's just shoved in a box.
2008.
Yours are nicely framed somewhere, aren't they?
That was 2008.
That was 2008. This whole box is probably 2008. When we were younger, obviously we used to go away to different races. She might go to one part of the country, and I'd go somewhere else for a race. So obviously we had two cars, so we could both go in different directions. But we had one was quite a big car, like a people carrier, and one was a much smaller car. So we used to always argue the night before which kid would get which car, because we always wanted the bigger car so we could get changed and fit all the bikes and stuff in it. So it always used to be, even before we started racing, competitive for who got what car.
But he never used to like riding with me because I always used to go really hard from the start. So say it was a 3-hour ride, I'd push on for the first hour, then regret it and end up going a lot slower. I'd always suffer all the way home, but attempt to kick his head on the way out, which doesn't really happen much anymore either.
Well, we've just got to a hill, so Joe might slow down a bit.
I'm in zone 3, what are you?
Like zone 1, just about.
I like to think I'd make him work hard in a team pursuit, especially in a start. So I reckon I'd have him at the spinning, hopefully.
Joanna's just offered to wash the bike, so should you be doing it right next to the door, Joe?
Well, no, you can't. There's a thing there.
Well, it's going to go through the cat flap, isn't it? Just don't let Chuck see this bit. He'd think we're trying to steal his limelight, wouldn't he? I'll inspect it later to see. She's just Joanna to me. It's still just my sister, so for me, nothing's really changed. Can you fix a puncture?
Of course I can fix a puncture. Just given suitable time scale.
Did you have an issue and pump with you today?
No, and that's because I've lost my saddlebag. It's a real problem. I'm not quite sure where it is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I noticed that you had that covered, so it was okay.
It's fantastic that she's achieved everything she has, because she's got so much knowledge of different aspects of cycling and training and the nutrition and everything like that I can learn a lot from her as well. They are really heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, that's heavier, I reckon.
We managed to watch the final when we came back to Milton Keynes. We all went out for a meal, and we got them to put on the TVs in the restaurant, so we all sat down as a team and watched the final there. So that was a really proud moment, being able to sit with all your teammates and watch your sister become Olympic champion. She's done amazingly well, so yeah, nothing but proud of her.
I was happy, but I think they felt more relief that it had all that hard work had paid off, because they see the behind the scenes. They see all the tough sessions, and they see all the days when you're down, when it's not going well, and nobody else sees that. Everyone else just sees that performance and think, oh, GB win all the time on the track, which obviously isn't the case. So I guess they probably felt a bit more relief than me.
For her to achieve what she did, I'm immensely proud of her. But she's still my sister as well, so we'll still argue about stupid little things. We don't argue a lot, but we still argue about who's going to get control of the TV or something if we're staying in the same house or something. But this was back in the day when I raced on the track as well, because I don't have the time to watch films nowadays and box sets and stuff.
Oh, it's fun.
It's a lot more time consuming, isn't it?
Do you think?
Road racing.
I think the opposite. I think road riding, you go out in the
So you can
morning,
shoot 4 out,
you
4
do
minutes.
a road ride and you're free all afternoon. Whereas I have 2 sessions every day, plus meetings and testing and.
Yeah, but your 2 sessions don't even equal
Everything.
half of what I do in one session.
Yeah, but they still require that time out of the house, don't they? Like a 3-hour track session, I admit you're not running for 3 hours, but you have to leave the house, and then by the time you got back.
It's a debatable
Yeah,
one,
I think I'm in that one. In September, I went to watch Erick at the Bristol stage of Tour of Britain, and I couldn't believe how nerve-wracking it was. So I never followed anybody before in a time trial, especially not somebody where you care about the result. And I couldn't believe every corner I couldn't watch because I was so scared that something would happen. But I found that really nerve-wracking being that side, which I always thought, well, it's far more nerve-wracking for the rider, but I found that quite nerve-wracking.
What's each other's best quality?
He's struggling to think of something now.
Well, so are you.
I'm waiting for you to go first.
There's so many, I can't pick one.
Ah, I'd say his professionalism.
Yeah, yours as well.
Is it really?
Yeah.
He's just copying. At first I was like, oh really? Then you know, you're just copying, aren't you? No, I'd say his professionalism is.
I admire how hard working you are.
That's nice. I
Yeah.
admire Erick's ability to be able to recover and complete a stage race, because I'm terrible at recovering. Like I'm not a stage racer, but you seem to get better as stage races go on. So I've always thought that's impressive how you manage to do that.
Yeah. Takes me a few days to get going.
Yeah.
Wake the body
By
up.
sort of day 3, you've warmed up.
Yeah.